The availability heuristic influences our perception by making us rely on immediate examples that come to mind. This mental shortcut often distorts reality, as easily recalled information may not accurately represent the broader picture. Our trust in what comes to mind first shapes decisions and opinions, a result of the availability heuristic. This psychological principle demonstrates our tendency to prioritize recent or vivid memories over statistical facts. Recent headlines significantly impact our view of the world, guided by the availability heuristic. This perspective often leads to a skewed perception of reality, as sensational news stories become the basis for our understanding. The conflict between vivid memories and statistical facts highlights the power of the availability heuristic in decision-making. We often choose based on memorable experiences rather than objective data, leading to biased conclusions. The influence of the availability heuristic extends from news consumption to personal experiences, shaping our beliefs. This cognitive bias ensures that what is easily remembered disproportionately guides our understanding and actions. The availability heuristic in social media turns platforms into echo chambers where familiar ideas are constantly recycled. This repetition makes these ideas seem more credible, regardless of their actual truth. Overcoming the availability heuristic involves actively seeking out diverse sources of information. By challenging our initial thoughts with varied perspectives, we can develop a more balanced view of the world around us. The role of the availability heuristic in fear-mongering is significant. It leverages easily remembered, emotionally charged information to manipulate public opinion, often overshadowing more rational statistical evidence. Everyday decisions, from what we eat to how we vote, are influenced by the availability heuristic. The first piece of information we recall often feels like the most correct, guiding our choices in a subtle yet profound way. The availability heuristic feeds into cognitive biases and stereotyping by favoring information that easily comes to mind. This can reinforce existing prejudices, making it harder to see beyond our preconceived notions. The availability heuristic, in the age of information overload, navigates us through a relentless sea of data. It determines which information sticks, shaping our perceptions based on what's easily recalled. This mechanism filters our worldview, often leaving us with a skewed understanding of reality. In the realm of risk perception, the availability heuristic leads us to overestimate certain dangers while underestimating others. Events that are vivid and memorable, such as plane crashes, often seem more probable than they are. This distortion impacts how we assess and respond to risks in our daily lives. Within educational settings, the availability heuristic can significantly influence learning and memory retention. Students are more likely to remember information that is readily available or presented in a memorable context. This principle can be harnessed to enhance educational outcomes, but also warns of potential biases in perceived knowledge. The intersection of the availability heuristic and confirmation bias creates a potent mix for misinformation. We tend to favor information that confirms our pre-existing beliefs, and when such information is easily recalled, it reinforces our biases. This combination can lead to a narrow, distorted view of the world. In the world of marketing, the availability heuristic explains why we're more inclined to purchase products that come to mind quickly. Brands that achieve top-of-mind awareness enjoy a competitive edge, as consumers are more likely to choose options that are readily recalled, regardless of actual quality or value. The psychological mechanisms of the availability heuristic delve into how our brains prioritize information. It begins with attention, where certain events draw our focus more than others due to their vividness or emotional impact. This heightened focus makes these events more readily accessible in our memory, skewing our perception of frequency or importance. Essentially, what we remember easily gets mistaken for being more common or more significant than it might actually be. When considering the availability heuristic and mental health, it's clear how personal anecdotes can overshadow hard evidence. Individuals may base their understanding of mental health issues on stories from their social circle or media, rather than on statistical realities. This skewed perception can lead to misconceptions about the prevalence and nature of mental health problems, affecting how society approaches mental health care and stigma. In environmental perceptions, the availability heuristic plays a critical role in what issues capture the public's attention. High-profile events like oil spills or forest fires become focal points, overshadowing ongoing issues such as climate change or habitat destruction. This can skew public perception, leading to an imbalanced understanding of the most pressing environmental challenges and how to address them. Combating the availability heuristic in critical thinking involves cultivating a more analytical mindset. By questioning our initial impressions and seeking out a broader range of information, we can counteract the tendency to overemphasize what comes to mind most easily. Strategies include looking for evidence that contradicts our first thoughts and considering statistical data alongside personal stories. The availability heuristic shapes our view of the past, present, and future by influencing which events we consider most relevant or likely. This can lead to an altered perception of risk opportunity and the importance of different historical events. Understanding and acknowledging this bias is crucial for developing a more accurate and nuanced view of the world around us.